Hi friends, you're ready to file for your immigration application, let's say a marriage-based application, but you don't have a social security number, so you're not able to open up a bank account. You're not able to file taxes. What do you do? Well, you'll want to stay tuned because in this video, we are going to be talking about an I-10 as an option for you if you don't have a social security number. We're going to explain the details. What does this mean? Where do you apply? And the rest of it. So let's get started. Hi, my name is Coach Ranchod. I'm an immigration attorney that's been practicing for over 20 years, and we're going to dive into the details. First of all, what is an I-10? An I-10 stands for the Individual Taxpayer Identification Number, and it's issued by the IRS, and it's for individuals who need a U.S. taxpayer identification number but are not eligible for a social security number. So it's often the chicken and egg problem, especially for people applying for marriage-based green cards, family-based green cards, where you want to open up a bank account with your spouse, but you can't because you have a social security number. So some banks will allow you to utilize the I-10 to be able to open up a bank account. For many immigrants, particularly those seeking U.S. immigration benefits, providing tax compliance is absolutely critical. And that's why the I-10 is essential. It allows you to fulfill your tax obligations in the United States. And additionally, I-10s are invaluable for business-related activities as well. Now, I want to make sure that you are aware of I-10 scams. I-10s do not authorize work in the United States and cannot be used for employment verification. Additionally, I-10s are not allowing you to be eligible for Social Security benefits. Also, don't believe someone if they tell you that an I-10 gives you immigration benefits, because it doesn't do that either. You may need an I-10 for U.S. tax purposes if you're not eligible for a social security number and fall into one of these categories. A non-resident foreign individual who is required to file a U.S. tax return. This is an important note that for I-10s, non-resident and resident are defined by tax law, not immigration law. A non-resident foreign individual claiming benefits under a tax treaty. A U.S. resident foreign individual who is considered a resident for tax purposes based on your time spent in the U.S. and is filing a tax return. A foreign individual who can be claimed as a dependent or spouse on a U.S. tax return. A resident or non-resident filing a joint tax return with the spouse who is a U.S. citizen or resident, and a non-resident international student, professor, or researcher filing a U.S. tax return or claiming an exception. Okay, you might be thinking, well, that is great, but how do I file an I-10? What is the way to get this I-10? To start the I-10 application, complete Form W-7. You can apply by mail or in person. You can also apply for an I-10 by mail or person using an IRS authorized certified acceptance agent, otherwise known as a CAA in the US or abroad. Applicants in the United States can also apply in person at an IRS Taxpayer Assistance Center. One advantage of applying in person is that the applicant does not have to mail original documents to the IRS. Now let's talk about expiration of I-10s. I-10s expire if they're not used on a federal tax return for 3 consecutive years. So now you know what to do to get an I-10, and this is a possibility for you. For many of you who have this chicken and egg problem where you don't know how to open up a bank account, this is a possibility for you. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Make sure you subscribe to get further updates and smash that like button. And by watching this video, you're bettering yourself. By bettering yourself, you're bettering your family. And by bettering your family, you're bettering the world. Thank you. Bye for now.